Hey guys, this is the WalterFootball.com After the Dark Show for April 10, 2025. We're going to be doing an NFL basketball draft for the 2025 NFL season on DraftKings. Going to also talk some more Masters and other bets that we're going to do in other sports. So before we begin, please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video. Visit the link in the description for the merch store. All that would mean a lot to us. Let me intro here. I'm wearing a shirt from the Walter Football merch store. It is a light blue. It's part of our winter collection, which you can get here. As you see here, and you might be wondering, like, hey, where's this light blue shirt? You can actually go in and change the colors of any shirt that you see. So I think it's pretty cool. All these shirts are $16, $17 for the most part, which I think is a great deal in this economy. Also, you can go to Amazon, buy my books. The most recent one is Jerks of the College Years, where I made fun of people I saw at Penn State for 6 years, which was it was a fun book to write, and I think you guys still have a lot of fun reading it. Also, please consider super chats, super stickers. That's the best way to support the show because YouTube ads pay us nothing. It's like less than $1 per episode if we don't get super chats. So, please help us out. We've had some great super chats recently from John Sanders, Slew, Degeneron, Can't Make an Eagle, The Boss, Armac, Karmic. You guys have been so great with your contributions. Just really appreciate it. All right, so from top to bottom, we're joined by Butters and then Nuggets. Butters, how's it going?
It's going good. Now, I do have to ask a question about your shirt. Now in the Midwest, we're in like fifth winter. So which winter shirt would this be, or which winter season would this be?
Well, it's not too bad here in around Philly. Generally it's like 30 degrees during winter, so it's like pretty steady. Like sometimes we have some like 50-degree days, but for the most part it's like 30. So we don't get like as bad as you guys are out there. Like I went to Minnesota for the Super Bowl back, was it 7 years ago now? And like I saw it was going to be 0, and I'm like, 30, 0, same thing. Like, no, it's not the same thing. It was just brutal.
No, it's not.
It's completely different. So
a couple of weeks ago, it was my birthday. It was like 78 degrees, and then like 2 days later, it was snowing. I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah,
but this is also not a surprise in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, Nuggets, how's it going?
It's going great. I mean, tonight's been insane in the hockey streets. Like, I'm just destroying it. And in the MLB streets, like I hit McMahon to hit a home run thanks to some BVP. It's been an insane day. I mean, I'm still just before we got on the air, we were talking about Minnesota and San Jose. Minnesota's been one of the best hockey teams this season, and the fact that San Jose's pushing him, and now the score is now 7-7. I feel like watching a football game. It's just been nuts. And by the way, the Garbage is Great shirt, I need to order in black like tomorrow. So when I go play in the World Series main event in Vegas, I'll be like, yeah, WalterFootball.com, get one.
Oh man, that'd be great. Are you playing this year?
Yeah, I would play every year, of course.
Oh, okay. What's the best you've ever finished?
Well, if it wasn't for Chris Moneymaker and Jesus, Chris Ferguson, I probably would have won it in 2003, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh wow.
Well, we have 40 seconds. You want to tell us?
Basically, I took 2 aces against 2 jacks and I lost, and then I took another 2 aces against 2 eights and I lost.
That's so
Oh man, that's brutal. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it goes. 2001 was actually my best finish. Holy crap!
What's up?
Minnesota just won the game 8-7. I just cashed the over for the 14.5.
I would have never thought anyone would have an over 14.5 in hockey.
For plus 750.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Good job. Congrats.
I am an insane bastard, but that's a whole other story.
That's awesome. Congrats on that. So
crap.
What?
I'm in shock.
Okay. All right. So we have the 10th pick. Butters and I did a couple of drafts last week, and we had the 2nd and 3rd pick in those 2 drafts. So it's a departure from that. So we got Bijan in the first draft at 103, and we got Saquon at 102. So looks like we're not going to get either because they went 102 and 103. It looks like probably a receiver at this point. I mean, we can look at best player available in a couple picks, but 10 picks.
I'm worried about Jefferson. Like the whole JJ McCarthy Jefferson thing, I'm kind of really worried about. But I mean, he's already gone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would say grab Puka if you can. I don't know if he's going to last that long, but Puka's my ticket.
Yeah, I think there are a bunch of receivers I like here. So even if he's gone, I think we're going to be okay. I like Malik Neighbors, like Brian Thomas Jr.
What about Josh Jacobs?
It's too early at 110.
Yeah, way too early.
We were doing, he was going like late first round, early second round.
Well, I did draft Kenny last week, and I got him at like 301, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, CD Lamb goes. Yeah, Jacobs goes late. I don't like CD Lamb this year. Butter and I talked about that last week.
I don't disagree with you. I think CD Lamb's in for a bad season this year. Like it just feels like an injury coming like right out the gate.
Yeah, either an injury or they're coached by Brian Chan. Puka Nacua just went. So we have 30 seconds to go. Malik Neighbors is my vote. What do you guys think? Maybe Nico Collins. What do you think?
My vote would be Nico.
Nico, okay.
But I could be talked out of it.
That's good.
It's a coin flip for me.
I mean, third year in the system, I would say Nico, but that's me.
Right,
I just don't know who the quarterback is in
that's a good point.
Yeah,
and granted, Neighbors is a phenomenal athlete. I'm not arguing that. What I'm trying to say is like, is it going to be Jameis or is it going to be Russell? Like, who the hell knows? And Russell has that propensity to be like, I'm just going to hand the ball off and do short checkdowns instead.
Yeah, I mean, it could be neither. Like, what if they draft Jackson Dart in round 2? And
Exactly. Yeah. And a rookie and Dayball's like job is on the line. Like,
right.
So we're coming back around. So what are we looking at?
All right, we have one more pick. Yeah, Bowers just went. We have one more pick here. So what do you think of McCaffrey's here? I don't
trust him. I don't trust McCaffrey. I would say McConkey or
McConkey.
AJ Brown.
I don't know if we.
Tyreek Hill's going to get suspended after the bullshit that just happened tonight. So I would say no. I would say either AJ or McConkey.
AJ McConkey, yeah, I'm leaning that way too. Start double receiver. Drake London just went, so I didn't have interest. So I'm fine with either. Do you guys have any leans here? It's going to be McConkey.
I say McConkey. I think LAC. Well. I think he's he's on the upswing. He's the obviously number one in that offense. Like, there's no question.
Yeah, interesting that we got. This is the matchup last year in the playoffs. Texans Chargers. We went the first 2 picks there. No, I love McConkey too. I can't get behind Ashton Genty in round 2. Like, first of all, we don't know where he's going to go. That
makes no sense to me. You have everyone says he's going to be like a top 5 pick, and it's like, who in the top 5 is going to pick him?
Yeah,
like the Patriots ain't taking him, the Browns ain't taking him, the Titans ain't taking him. So how are you telling me that he's going to be like? Everyone thinks he's going to be like Bijan from like 2 years ago, right?
Right.
I think Genty is like you get him in with his team, and you wait a year. Just like Bijan, because Bijan went off this year, right? Like, I think you wait a year with Gentry and you go from there. But that's me, because, I mean, he could fall in the draft. He could be down in, like, the 20s.
Yeah, I mean, the earliest he can go is 6, but I don't think he's going 6. So
he's definitely not going 6.
Yeah, so I feel like Bears at 10 is, like, where you start to see that. I think he's the favorite to go to the Bears in the betting odds. But I don't know if the Bears are going to take him. I feel like maybe I think Dallas is
Lamar just went. That's
why
interesting.
Is Lamar going
before Josh Allen? It's quite the interesting choice. No.
What's Lamar's schedule this year? Is my question.
Well, I mean, he's going to have some. Well, he's going to have the
AFC North. The question is like, who do they play like in the NFC this year? If they got a week like NFC, like, God, I don't even know.
Let's look. Baltimore Ravens. They play, all right, outside division, Patriots, Jets, Bears, Lions.
They're playing the AFC East. They're fine.
Rams, Bills,
that's a good
Bengals,
pick.
Packers, Chiefs, Dolphins,
that's
Vikings.
A good pick because 2 will be concussed by week 3 and it's over.
It's true. Yeah, we know that's going to be true, unfortunately. All right, where are we here? Okay, so we've had Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, and Josh Allen go, and Bucky Irving.
I'm shocked by Jonathan Taylor going that early.
You think? I kind of like Taylor this year. I mean, they are.
Trey McBride there makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor going that early, the offensive line still hasn't like got any cohesion. And you don't know who your quarterback is. It's either Daniel Jones or Anthony Richards. Two totally different quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like Taylor, but at the same time, like they did lose two offensive linemen. Now they have a replacement for one of for the center, so I think that's okay. But then I heard that the right tackle Braden Smith had some like mental breakdown or something, and he had to go into rehab. So I mean,
just like that Raiders offensive lineman right before the Super Bowl.
Barrett Robbins, yeah,
Yes.
He just disappeared. He disappeared.
Like, I'm done.
and Rich Gannon, who was like OCD, like was freaking out that his center wasn't there. And just so it's like,
Yeah.
and the Buccaneers knew all their plays because John Gruden's the coach. So like, no wonder
Exactly.
that was disgusting.
Oh, go! Damn it! No, damn it! Sorry.
Right, so we have
so Wilson, McLaurin, Jameson. Wow,
Jameson's a little early for Jameson, and he already has St. Brown, so I assume he's going to try to get Goff, but he already has Jackson. So all right,
how about we grab Stafford from him?
Yeah, right. All right, so best players available. We have Jane Daniels, who just went Kyron, James Cook, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Marvin Harrison, Chase Brown. What are you thinking?
I'd probably go James Cook.
Okay. Any concern about him putting the house on the market?
No. This is a contract year. This is a prove it. It's a prove it year for him. Like he's just gonna go off.
Okay.
I put my house on the market because I love Buffalo, but like I got to get mine, and there's nobody behind him that is worth anything. Like he is the number one back.
Okay. Well, we're going to be up in 2 picks again. So we have Evans, Adams, Chase Brown. I love Chase Brown. Wouldn't mind taking him here. Worthy,
yeah, I think
Chase Brown.
Oh, well, there goes that.
There's Mixon, although we have Nico, so that kind of conflicts with that. What are your thoughts?
Probably Mike Evans for me.
Yeah, I was thinking Evans or Adams, or Adams just went. So
I say Evans. I mean, Evans is known commodity. You're going to get at least 1,000 yards from him. You're going to at least 7 to 8 touchdowns. Yeah. I hate to say it's a safe pick here, but unless you want to go Jalen Hurts right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already got 3 explosive players already. So.
Yeah, I'm fine waiting on quarterback. Quarterback depth is so good this year. Like you can get a couple of guys in rounds 9 through 12, and then another one a little bit later.
Agreed.
So yeah, I don't think he needs to reach on the quarterback, and running back is surprisingly deep too. Like receiver kind of runs out. I've noticed that like round 6 or 7, receivers just drops off. So
yeah,
just as I would die laughing if the Giants took him to replace Barkley. I don't think that'll happen, but I hope it does. Talking about Genty.
No, I mean, after what we saw with the Hard Knocks episodes, I could kind of see Joe Sheehan trying to save his job and drafting Gent.
Maybe he pulls a Texans and just trades up and just goes all in on first rounds.
Yeah.
When they went for Stroud and they went for I think his name.
Will Anderson.
Yeah, Will Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Interesting.
There goes Hurts
to pair with Brown. That kind of makes sense.
If
we took Brown, I wouldn't mind Hurts there, just for the stack. But
yeah, I mean, now we're kind of going off of like we're going to go for Herbert,
or
we're going to go for CJ Stroud.
Yeah, and that's fine. Look at this low for show team. Go ahead.
What's his name? Baker Mayfield. Like we kind of set ourselves up to go with a good quarterback later in the draft. So
yeah,
I think right now we got to focus on either running back or tight end here for our next one.
I still think we can go receiver. I mean, you start 3 receivers and a flex, and like I said, receiver falls off. So I don't.
Actually, you could probably go for Godwin here.
Godwin's a free agent. I trust that. However, Stephon Diggs with the Patriots, he's the number 1.
Yeah, but he hasn't
I
done
mean,
anything.
I'm a
It's a
Patriot.
torn
Everyone
ACL
knows I'm a
though.
Patriots fan. He says he's getting ready for week 1. I'm just saying, like, because there goes Godwin. There goes Sutton. I, I don't know. I'm spitballing, but
Look at the slow for show team: St. Brown, Williams, Montgomery, and Laporta.
you know he's gonna try to get Goff. We should just
Yep.
grab Goff just to
Goff,
piss him
yeah.
off.
I know, but he has Jackson already, so he doesn't even need Goff.
Yeah, I think he's trying to definitely stack those two teams. I think he came on a mission for those two.
That's silly.
Wait,
I mean,
let him get Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews is
Well,
Butterfingers.
well, I could see him like, okay, these are two like Super Bowl teams. I mean, you don't need Super Bowl winning teams in best ball, but I could see him like, okay, contending teams.
Yeah, this looks like a
Yeah.
playoff best ball draft. Like he's
Yeah.
just trying to get Lions Ravens Super Bowl, right? All right, so we're up in 2 picks. The best players are Hubbard and Walker. Walker's okay. I think we can. Seattle's offensive line is a disaster. I like Olave a lot. I think I'm going to start him, but if you guys want to go someone else,
What about Najee? Najee going to the Chargers?
We haven't
seen
McConkey,
the
though.
Chargers
We have
running back do anything in a while.
We have
Oh,
McConkey,
James.
though.
We could wrap around, try to get James Conner in next round.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like that.
Okay. All right, we'll go with Olave then. So we have 4 receivers. So looking pretty good there. Wouldn't mind
And we all have number 1 receivers. Like you have 4 number 1 receivers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm fine with that.
what else do you want?
Yeah, we're looking pretty strong there. So, yeah, we could take Connor or the thing about Najee is that we already have Lad McConkey, so I don't really like
I was
that.
just throwing it out there. I was just throwing it out there as a like, do we want to stack the Chargers? The question is, what does the Chargers schedule look like?
We can look at that in a second because we're up soon.
Yeah, I'll take it up while we're talking.
Okay, yeah. If you look it up, that'd be good. All right, so yeah, Walker just went, so we don't have to worry about that. Debo won. I have no interest in Debo in fantasy.
No,
he's just better in real life than fantasy. All right, so we're up in 1 pick. So I'm gonna star Connor. And if you have you pull up the Chargers schedule yet?
Yeah, I'm pulling up right now. So the Chargers schedule is. So they're playing the NFC East.
Okay.
Commanders. They're home for Eagles, Commanders. They're away for Cowboys, Giants.
Okay. It's pretty good.
So, I that's where I kind of like. Do I really want Najee Harris? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't.
But that
I mean,
means that Connors is
I like
the same schedule.
There.
Yeah,
But he's dealing with the same schedule. He's gonna still have to face the NFC East.
Yeah.
Screw it. Just grab him. He's best available.
I moved Jennings here because that would be our 5th number 1 receiver. So
yeah,
I thought that'd be interesting.
Well, it's Jennings or it's Ricky Prochal.
Pearsall, yeah.
Pearsall.
Yeah. It could be him. Yeah. I mean, he was the 1st-round pick last year, but Jennings had some great performances.
Yeah, he did. Saved my ass a couple of weeks.
Did he? Yeah, I had him in. I had him one league, so that was nice. But yeah, so we have our. Is this our 2nd rookie? No, 3rd rookie. Amari Hampton went 501. Travion Henderson went 605. I think I've said this many times already. Like these rookies are just going way too early. You just don't know where they're going to go. They could be in bad situations, or like even if they're in good situations, they may not play right away. Like you brought up Bijan. Also, Jahmyr Gibbs was playing behind Montgomery. Like there's no guarantee they're going to play right away. There goes Jennings. So I want to see what Low for show does. He thinks Goff. There he goes.
Called it.
Maybe he's listening. Maybe he's listening to this episode. He's like, I got to get Goff before they do. Actually, it was funny. Nuggets. We were Butters and I were drafting 2 weeks ago, and this guy, I am the Kai, was right after us, and we took the 2 tight ends. We took 2 tight ends, and then he appears in the chat and it goes, "You guys sniped both my tight ends." And like, it's so funny that he was in the chat just like listening to us as we were drafting.
I'm really liking this draft right now. This looks really strong.
Yeah. Let's see. What's that guy I can do with those Lions? Yeah. Hopefully he gets Laporte and Goff later, which he did. No idea.
Yes, Chris. He's jerking off to the Detroit Lions.
Yes. weird because I mean they have a new offensive coordinator, so you don't even know how their offense is going to
Right.
go.
Ben Johnson's gone. He's in Chicago. So like how do
Yeah.
you know the continuity will continue? I mean, we saw it with the Patriots, we saw it with like every like major offense where like you lose the head um offensive coordinator and like the offense goes to shit. I
Yep.
mean, granted, Josh McDaniels is a weird example, but like when like Charlie Weiss left, and then it was like, um, uh, what the hell's the guy's name? Bill O'Brien. Like the offense went to shit for a year, and then he finally got back together. Then Josh McDaniels shows up. The offense went to shit for a year, and then it got finally better. But like it's all like the whole terminology and everything, and like the way the offensive coordinator wants to run it. Granted, he is a pupil of Ben, but is he Ben? Because Ben has some crazy ideas in his head.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. Chicago, I think, is a team on the rise. I just can't believe Ben went to Chicago. Like, oh,
Money talks.
yeah, I
Well,
get
their
money
number one
talk.
pick though. I know Caleb Williams kind of stunk last year, but is that the
Caleb
number
Lewis
one
was
pick?
awful. Caleb
He
Lewis
was.
is he might be the dumbest quarterback outside of Jamison Russell or
He is.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, I
Jamarcus
know. But yeah, he's kind of he was a little slow in the pocket last year. But
slow. Look at the Thanksgiving Day game and tell me he's slow.
dude, that happened
That is
twice.
an
It happened
understatement.
again. It happened again.
I
Yeah,
know.
like everyone blamed Eberflus, and then it happened like 5 weeks later.
I know.
That's
All
crazy.
right. So, all right. Wait a minute. We have Mike Evans. We got to get Baker. Let's just grab Baker and call it a day.
Did Herbert get picked? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, Mayfield just went. There we go.
Damn it.
All right. So, Hawkinson went too. I was kind of interested in him. So we have Shakir is another number one receiver. There's Diggs. There's your guy Diggs. Maybe we can get him on the way back. For running backs, I don't think we need a running back. Jonnu Smith, Mark Andrews, What do you guys thinking here? I'm gonna start Shakir, but like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think Shakir's the way to go here, but we got to grab a QB soon.
Do you think we need to pick up Herbert now?
Is Herbert
No.
even still available? I think he is.
His ADP is 108. But I think we can wait till the next round. Even.
Yeah,
we
wait
could've-
till the next
I
round.
guess we could have went Bo Nix maybe, but
We have none of the receivers, so what's the point?
true. Yeah, we're probably going for Carr.
Yeah, I don't even want to stack Olave with Carr. I just don't. I don't like
Oh,
Carr.
yeah.
Carr will chip a fingernail in week 4 and be done.
Rich Eisen said something interesting during the combine. He said that he thinks what's his name? What's his face? The backup there, the Silver Snake, is going to play.
No.
He said Spencer Rattler was going to be the starter. I don't know, like he's talking out of his butt. All right, we're up again.
Rattler can't even throw a football.
I don't think Herbert's going to come back around.
Just grab Herbert. Call it a day.
All right. Okay, we got Herbert. We don't sweat it out. It's kind of nice. Like I feel like he probably would come back, but like it is at least comforting. I do like that we have 5 number one receivers.
Yeah.
That's I think we're the only team that
need 3 in a flex, so we can do that. Yeah. Now we just got to worry about running back, and we got 2 good running backs, right? One.
Yeah, and
2.
Yeah, I would like one running back before like round 13, another one. But like I noticed round 13 to round 16, you can grab like all the top tier backups like Tyler Algier or like Corum or Braylon Allen or Ray Davis or
or you grab a tight end like Hunter Henry.
Yeah, you can probably get Hunter Henry a little bit later than 9.
Agreed. I'm just saying. I'm thinking about like we don't have a tight end yet. Who's left on the market? Kelsey, Hawkinson, everyone's gone. Do you really want to grab Jonnu Smith or Mark Andrews? No. Probably Njoku, who's throwing to him? We have no clue. Evan Ingram might be the only exception there.
My favorite Tucker Kraft. I'm actually surprised people haven't reached for Tucker Kraft here.
Yeah, I like Kincaid. Goddard is fine.
Kincaid would be the other one too.
Yeah, I like Kincaid. He was dealing with a torn PCL last year. He was not healthy. Brandon said, "Hey, Walter football come up as the topic on our Texas stream." Oh, that's pretty cool. What'd you guys have to say about that? Caleb Williams goes, so we don't have to worry about taking him. Pacheco's been going too late. Round 8 for Pacheco. Like, he was injured all last year, so I think he's going to rebound. Seems like a great value there.
I would 100% agree there. No CEH and no Kareem Hunt either. So
Well, they brought back Kareem Hunt, but he
did.
He was so inefficient last year. You know,
he was.
By the way, our Lions guy took Travis Hunter and then Ramondre Stevenson, which I don't mind. I don't mind Stevenson. Hunter's weird because you don't know if he's going to play corner or receiver.
He says he wants to play corner.
Yeah,
I'm so confused by this. I'm like, what?
I don't get it. I don't know where to put him in my fantasy rankings. He's like
the Patriots are supposed to pick Abdul Carter at this rate, given the way that everything's fallen.
I think the Giants are taking Carter.
The Giants are 2, right?
No, Giants are 3.
Yeah, Giants are supposed to take Travis Hunter because now they have quarterbacks.
Well, it sounds like the Browns are going to take Hunter.
But the Browns, they need a quarterback.
Yeah, but they think that they can trade up for Shador into the end of the first round.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, I've said this a few times on the show, and you haven't heard it, but I showed my mock draft to an NFL scout, and he said one thing to me. He's like, "Get Shador out of the first round." He actually said that he'd be surprised if Shador goes in the first round. And then we had Charlie Campbell on last.
If he did.
We had Charlie Campbell on last week, and we're talking. We're like, we don't know where Shador is going to go in the first round. It almost feels like Malik Willis at this point, where like everyone thought Malik Willis is going to go in the first round, and then like Charlie and I were like brainstorming, like we have no idea where to put Willis, and then he ended up falling in round 3. But like Shador is not going to fall to round 3, but I think that he could fall into the 20s. Just given
I can see that.
Yeah. All right, so we are up in 2 picks. The tight ends are still the same. No one has taken any of these guys, so I feel like we can wait until we go around a little bit. Running backs here: Charbonnet, Swift, Scatabo, Mason.
I like Noah. I mean, if you want a backup, I like Leeds in there.
What do you like?
I would say ETN. Like
I hate ETN. I can't deal with it.
All right, fine. I mean,
Swift is a starter. Swift is a starter in Ben Johnson's offense.
All right, grab Swift.
All right, take Swift. I just hope that Gentry might be the pick at 10, but I don't know. I mean, Ben Johnson utilized multiple running backs. I feel like Swift's going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, and, I mean, him and Montgomery
Ben Johnson coached Swift. Did he? I mean, because they were in Detroit I know Swift was obviously a Lion. I don't know if Ben Johnson was there at the time.
That sounds right, actually.
Yeah, he may have coached Swift, so he fits into the offense. And we saw it, like the Lions drafted Gibbs, and like they didn't sub Montgomery for him, like they started him. So, what do you think about Stroud here? Because we have Nico.
I say grab him. I mean, it's 119, and we're pick what?
This is 111.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm surprised. I think he can come back around too.
There's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance he comes back around, but I'm not sure if he will. I mean, who else would you rather grab? Would you want Njoku?
No.
Right. So who do you want? Mooney, Mims, Bateman, Brown.
No.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Stroud here. Actually, I thought we were on the clock. Jordan Mason just went. Running backs we can get a little bit later. I'm not sweating that out. But tight end we can get on the way back. It's either Stroud or Njoku for me. Like, what do you guys think?
I would go Stroud.
Okay. All right. Let's go Stroud. So we have our pair here. We have Nico with Stroud. We have Ladd with Herbert, and we could try Derek Carr, but I'm not like trying to do that. So
do we want to make sure that they're not in the same bye week?
We have no idea. We don't know.
Oh, that's right, because schedules are out. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So this league locks on the NFL draft day. So April 24th.
I totally forgot about that.
So like no one's gonna know what the bye weeks are. So it's like it's good that everyone's at a disadvantage like that, you know. So ATN just went. I really I don't know. I mean, he got benched last year. I don't. I just like he just kind of sucks, you know. He's had some good games here and there throughout his career, but just feels like he's been a big disappointment. I'm glad we took Stroud, by the way, because we've had 3 quarterbacks go already ahead of us. 4 quarterbacks now. So yeah, so 5 quarterbacks. That's the run. Chris says Ben Johnson arrived in 2019, promoted to OC in 2022. Swift left the Lions in 2023, so some overlap, which means he should know how much Swift sucks. That's they did trade him, but I don't know. I mean, the issue with Swift was his injuries. Like, I don't think talent was the issue with him. They were frustrated that he couldn't stay healthy, and that's why they drafted Gibbs. That's pretty funny. So
was he the concussion problem, or is it Amir Abdullah? I forget who had the bigger concussion problem.
I'm not sure. I think it was like a bunch of injuries with Swift. I don't seem to recall concussions, but I could be wrong. Bigsby goes. So I think this is where we grab 2 tight ends.
Yep. I was thinking Kraft here because I can see Njoku just went.
Yeah. Look at all these quarterbacks who went too.
My gosh.
Stroud definitely would have not came back to us. Tyler Warren goes, but again, he's a rookie. You have no idea where he's going to go. Although, like, the team that drafts him in the first round is going to use him. Colson Loveland. These guys taking 2 tight ends here. Yeah, this is our Lions guy. He took Colson Loveland. So he stopped taking Lions. He's done. Maybe he takes Tim Patrick later. We'll see. Dallas Goedert just went. I think he's interesting. He might be traded, but it feels like the team that trades for him is going to use him because they're going to want a tight end, you know? So I don't know who that would be, but you got to think that they would use him. Marvin, my favorite guy, Marvin Mims goes. I've had so many Rainmaker Marvin Mims cards. It's crazy. Every time I open the pack, it was Marvin Mims. Like, no joke. It was, and he finally was good after they canceled Rainmakers. You know, he had this like 3 or 4 game stretch at the end of last year where he was like posting insane numbers. And I was like, of course I can't use those cards anymore. You know.
No, I got invited to a class action lawsuit about that.
So did I, yeah. So did I, yeah. I forgot to fill that out. I need to do that. All right, we're up. We're up right now. Bateman just went. Let's look at the tight ends. Tucker Kraft is second best player available. So I'm good with taking Kraft. You want to go Kincaid and then Kraft, or Kraft and Kincaid?
I think you go Kraft and then Kincaid because I could see.
Well, this next guy doesn't have a tight end, so who do you guys?
Fair.
Who do you guys want? Kincaid or Kraft?
I want Kincaid, but that's me. But I'll go either. I don't care.
All right, that's good, Kraft. Hopefully he doesn't go. If he does go, likely still here. Pitts, no, crazy with Pitts. There's Ertz. It's fine. Jake Ferguson.
Isn't Ertz going to retire?
Yeah.
No, Ertz resigned for 1 year, so he's going to be back for 1 more year with Jane Daniels. So kind of like him a little bit, but he is on the older side. Jake Ferguson's fine. Kate Otton's decent. Gesicki. Like there are a lot of good tight ends here. Like we don't even necessarily need a second tight end, but I think this like we're coming up on a stretch where like you take all the good backup running backs. You're going to see what I mean. Like all the like the strong RB2s are available. Zach
or you can get like Hayden Hurst or something like that with your Herbert stack.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I think the Chargers are going to draft Loveland because they've shown a lot of interest in him. They brought him in for a visit, and Harbaugh coached him in Michigan. So I'd be worried that the Chargers are going to draft the tight end early. You know, it's not like Hayden Hurst, Kincaid just went. That sucks. So you want to go likely, or who else is available? Javonte Williams, Spears, Ford, Garendo's. I actually wouldn't mind taking Garendo here because if McCaffrey goes down, Garendo's a third.
He's the only running back they have.
Yeah, I love
Garendo. Traded Mason.
Yeah,
so let's grab him.
And Mitchell.
I like that.
Yeah, let's go Garendo. Yeah. So that's our first RB2. Yeah.
Why did you grab Garendo? Because there's no other running back, and McCaffrey is no known commodity. Like if he's healthy, he's great. If he's
Yeah.
not healthy, they suck. And by the way, they traded away their wide receivers.
Mhm.
And Ayuk is blowing his knee out. So
Yep.
they're going to rely on Jawan Jennings, Kittle, and Ricky, I got shot Pearsall. Like,
This is nickname.
that's their running back core. Their wide receiver core right now because they trade away Jordan Mason. So if McCaffrey gets hurt, what? Like, you dead. Like, you beyond dead. I might bet they're under in win total this year, actually.
The Niners. Before you do that, look at how easy the schedule is. It is.
I know how easy it is, but have you met how bad the Niners offense is now?
But so I get that they lost a bunch of guys, but I do like Jennings and I like Pearsall, and they still have Kittle. And even if
Yes, they will win
win
their first 5 games of the year, and they will lose the rest.
even if McCaffrey's out, like Garendo showed something last year.
Until he pulls a hamstring, and then you're screwed.
Yeah, I don't know. I Trent Williams has come back. Trent Williams didn't play at the end of last year.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I do like
you're
the
right
coaching
there.
staff.
I like Kyle, but just like the Super Bowl, he couldn't get out of his own way.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a high pressure situation, you can't count on him. But if he's playing against the Seahawks, he's probably gonna win.
I'm fine. Yeah, I know I'm gonna win. But
yeah.
Did the contract for Purdy get finalized yet?
No.
Okay.
No, they're still waiting on that. And we do need a third quarterback, so it's something to think about here. We could maybe take one around 15, but just something to think about. I did get Daniel Jones in the 20th round the last time I did this. I'm like, he could start. 20th round's kind of insane for a potential starter.
I mean, it's either him or Richardson, and Richardson's going to do something stupid to get benched.
Or you could pick up like Jameis Winston or something like that, just like in the last round.
No, Winston was actually gone. It was like I saw I was going to take someone stupid, like maybe MVS or something, and then I saw that Daniel Jones was available. I'm like, oh, like potential starting. I knew it's my fourth quarterback, but I was like, he could potentially start. And Jones can do well in fantasy because he can run around a lot. Likely he's still here. We could have taken him last time. He's still here.
Just grab him. Just grab him. Why are we debating this? Let's just grab Likely because I think he's proved to be more than number one in the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Lamar didn't throw to Andrews, like we're talking about Lamar throwing to Lively and like they're in the championship game instead of Buffalo.
Yeah,
I would consider Kareem Hunt on your list too.
But he might lose the job to Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. What are quarterbacks? What are the quarterbacks? Oh God, Eckler is still available. Oh, he's won me so much money.
Yeah, but it's interesting what they're going to do.
He cost me so much money.
They got Debo.
No, he's won me so many showdowns I can't count.
Dude, he cost. After this pick, I'll tell you the story. It's heartbreaking, man. But all right, we're up. Benson just went, so we could take Derek Carr. I would rather just not and grab one of these running backs. My vote is for Tyler Algier because if Bijan goes down, he's gonna be a monster.
Yeah,
but Jalen Wright, you could make the argument too. Also Eckler. So what are you thinking? Which one?
Algier.
I agree.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know if people have heard this before, but back when Rainmakers was a thing, they had 100K to first. This is like week 12 of 2023 or something, or 2022, whichever season. I had this like monster lineup, and I was in first place at like 405 or 410, and it said currently winning $100,000, and I was like, man, this is incredible, right? And I'd stacked team. I even had this is the week that Josh Jacobs went off against Seattle, like this 2 years ago. Yeah. And so I had Josh Jacobs too, and like I was in first place. I had Jacobs, who was going nuts. I'm like, man, I'm gonna win 100K. This is incredible. And like for the 3 hours, it said currently winning 100K. I didn't even want to look like it was behind me. And then like it came down to the final game. It was Chargers Cardinals, and Austin Eckler got the ball. It's like the final play of the game, and Eckler had like a 1 or 2 yard run, and it went from winning 100,000 to like not winning it. It just dropped down. I was like, what just happened? And I looked, and it was Austin Eckler beat me by 1 yard. If he didn't get 1 yard, I would have won $100,000.
You're gonna hate me, but that showdown, like, is the one I solo shipped
Well, you probably could have done it without that 1 yard, so we could have
for
both won.
250K.
Oh my god, I don't want
Because
to.
I had Eckler captain, and yeah, that's what paid for my house.
That's incredible. Well, congrats. Congrats
I'm
to you.
sorry. I'm sorry you lost $100,000.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll give good tidings in the future, but yeah.
Free rent whenever Walter comes in.
I know the game we're talking about too, because I was like, oh my god, could I solo ship this? And because I played both kickers, and it was that game, and I was like, I literally made this lineup in the bed with my kids because they wouldn't go to bed, and I was like, I only made 6 lineups, and the one lineup I made that profited was the solo shipper for the game.
Well, like I said, I think you probably could have won without that 1 extra yard, right? We could have both won.
100%. 100%. I could have won because he went for like 3 touchdowns and and 100 yards rushing plus a bunch of receiving yards. Like I literally ran it going away, and I didn't need the 1 extra yard.
Right.
But sorry.
Well, it's okay.
I'll never get invited back. I know why. It's okay. I still love you, Walter.
It's all you nuggets. It's all your fault.
It's all my fault. Even though like Butters was like sweating me like hardcore, and I'm like, dude,
God damn it, Butters.
I literally was telling him all the time, like, God damn, Butters, I'm only in 6th. And he's like, we didn't know. Like, I could have done a reverse juju on it, but nope.
Well, there's Eckler. He just goes, so we don't have to take him. You know, have to
Good,
relive.
because he's broken down and concussion prone.
Yeah, he's not
You
nearly
served
the
me
same
well,
guy.
sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Well, do you want to take Derek Carr at 15-10? We need
all right. Who are our options?
Derek Carr,
Okay.
Shador Sanders, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Daniel Jones.
I guess Derek Carr because we have
Olave.
Yeah, we have Olave. Get some symmetry there.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate it, but
yeah. So round 16. So I want to put Alec Pierce here because this is best ball. This is not regular fantasy, and he's like 4 times per year he goes for like 25 DK points.
Yep.
And then like he does nothing the other time. So I like Pierce in this format. Even though he's so like frustratingly inconsistent. I
understand it, but yes.
Yeah. I also have Braylon Allen here, just because he's one of those RB2s. If Breece Hall goes down, he's Pierce just went, so whatever. Any other receivers?
They have to be watching us. Like, this is insane.
I know. What do you think about Palmer?
What about the Mario Douglas?
So the thing is,
I don't mind Wicks there either.
What?
Wicks works because like we don't know Christian Watson with his knee.
Yeah.
When he's gonna be back.
Yeah,
and
like
Wicks you could probably get like 5 or 6 touchdowns from Wicks this year.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Watson gets phased out.
You know, I like Wicks a lot more. I just took him over Douglas because like if this were regular DFS, like Douglas is always like a decent play because he's like what, like 4K or 4.5K, and you can get like 10 or 12 points out of him, which is great. But like on our team, he's not going to outscore Collins usually. He's not going to outscore McConkey. He's not going to outscore Evans. He's not going to outscore Olave. He's probably not going to outscore Shakir. So it's like he's never going to make it into our lineup, you know. Whereas like Wicks could, like Wicks is going to have some spike weeks. So I like him here in this format a lot more, even though he's more inconsistent.
So Nuggets, this is what I told Walter last time when we were doing these best ball drafts was I actually don't mind Christian Watson like as a last pick because
Yeah,
like
because he's coming back.
yeah, he
Right?
could come back at the right time and just like go nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
I
and
mean, just
no
like
one is on
Stephon
him.
Diggs. I mean, they're both coming back from ACLs.
Yeah.
Granted, Stephon Diggs is older. However, I don't disagree with you where like ACLs don't take a full year now. I mean, you might not get the same production
Mhm.
like an Adrian Peterson who won the MVP after he blew his ACL type year, but you'll get decent enough where like now you got Wicks, you got Watson, and you got I'm missing the third guy. In
It's
Green Bay.
Reed and Dubs.
Reed,
He's got
thank you. Well, Reed, but also then you got their
Kraft.
tight end as well.
Kraft.
So
Correct.
yeah, I mean that's 4 options right there. I mean, like it's almost like Watson will be disguised if that makes sense.
You see,
right?
they always have something for Watson out there too. Like it's just
Yeah.
like he could easily have a stat of like 1 catch for like 47 yards and a touchdown. It's like great.
Yes.
I got my like 10 points from him, bro. That no one was on. I was like, fine, that's great flex play.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, we'll see if he makes it to us around 20. We need a third tight end at some point, and I wouldn't mind another running back.
So we talked about Hayden first, maybe.
Wow, I forgot Nick Chubb is a free agent. Damn.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's such a shame what happened to him with his knee.
His knee was basically like my knee, which is AKA the Willis McGahee knee.
Yeah.
What about Okonkwo?
Okonkwo, Chiggy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Higbee. I was just like thinking of Higbee. I think he's kind of interesting too. Mark Cooper's here. There's for tight ends: Dalton Schultz, Jawan Johnson, Chiggy, Bang Bang, Okonkwo.
I would go Schultz.
Jawan Johnson actually plays with our stack.
But so does Schultz.
So does Schultz. Yeah.
Because I would go Schultz. Just grab him and say thank you.
Yeah, I kind of like Schultz
too. He's projected at 198, and we're getting him at 202. Grab him.
He also did nothing last year either. Like it was.
He has no quarterback.
Fine.
At least we know what you're getting with Stroud.
All right. This next pick is Justice Hill. Ollie Gordon, I think, could be a 3rd-round pick. He's kind of interesting. Elijah Mitchell might win the RB2 job in Kansas City, so I'm going to start him. I don't know about any of these other guys. I don't care about the Denver guys. Like they're definitely going to take a running back in the 1st or 2nd round. I like Shipley, but you need Barkley to get hurt. But I'm going to put him down here. And then receiver.
Lloyd an option?
Well, there's so many backups there in Green Bay. I just don't know who. Isaiah Bond, I have in the 2nd round. There's Yuskevich, Christian Watson.
Oh, there's Watson.
Cooper. All right, who are these guys you want to grab? Justice Hill, Ollie Gordon, Eli Mitchell, Will Shipley, Bond, Yuskevich, Watson, or Cooper?
Go Mitchell. Grab the running back.
Mitchell or Hill?
I'm going with Mitchell.
Mitchell?
We know what a running back
Hill,
does.
But I'll let you pick what you want to do.
All right, let's do Mitchell then.
We know what a running back's going to do in an Andy Reid offense. Yeah. And if anybody gets hurt, like which we've seen, I'd rather have the insurance policy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. And Kareem Hunt is so old. Like I feel like Elijah Mitchell has a good chance to win the RB2 job.
Yeah, I mean Kareem Hunt could get cut before camp.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he was kind of like an afterthought. They got Elijah Mitchell, and then they got Hunt back after that.
Yep.
So I feel like Amari Cooper might be a steal here. Like he did nothing in Buffalo. I mean, he had a couple good games, but like he did nothing. But he got hurt. Like he was just injured the whole time, and he's just a good route runner. I don't know where he's going to go, but I feel like his career's not done. I think he can have.
Unfortunately, he's been talked about with the Patriots.
No, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
Which.
It's a run-first offense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how that's happening. Especially, I don't know how Ramondre is going to survive the season. I really don't.
Yeah,
like
he's going to get hurt.
I think he's a pussy. Like I honestly think that he is just going to get like a pulled hammy in week 2 and we're screwed because we have no backup running back to Ramondre.
Who is your backup?
There is none.
Who's listed on
That's
the
the
depth chart?
problem. I don't think
Antonio Gibson.
anybody's
Antonio
listening.
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson's gonna get concussed, and then we're screwed anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, you're probably just going to draft a running back on day 2, right?
I would say so. I mean, everyone was screaming for Gentry because they were scared about Will Campbell and his like Tyrannosaurus arms or alligator arms or whatever
Yeah.
because they didn't measure 33 inches.
I know. 32 and 5'8". It's like, the 3/8.
Yeah, everyone's like
Longer,
freaking out, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, we're talking about that much?"
I'm pretty confident he's going 4.
Yeah,
to
I
do
have a
that.
feeling he's gonna be a Patriot. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a way around it.
Yeah. I feel like Team 3 has a million tight ends. Am I right? No, I never mind. He has 3. For some reason, I thought this Detroit guy has 5 tight ends. He has Laporta, Ingram, Loveland, Hill, and Kmet. What is he doing?
He's masturbating to his own picks.
He has 4 quarterbacks. And it's
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders. Like, why do you take Shedeur Sanders? 3 quarterbacks.
Because he could, and he obviously doesn't appreciate talent. He just sees a name and goes for it. And when he's knocked out in week 3, because everybody got hurt and he doesn't have enough people to go through it, there you go. Do you like free money, sir?
Yeah, it's just wasted. Like burned $10. You know, what's wild is that he took Raheem Mostert around 17, and then he took Justice Hill. Like for some reason in his head, Raheem Mostert was better than Justice Hill. I don't understand that. Like, I mean, like
because Raheem Mostert has no competition in front of him. Like, who's number 1 back in the Raiders?
It's going to be Judkins or Travion Henderson, whoever Chip Kelly wants more in round 2.
Fair. But now with Pete Carroll at the head, he'll say, "I'll play the veteran over everybody else."
Yeah, but Mostert was so like done last year. He looked.
Oh,
so
I don't disagree. He was completely dead last year.
Yeah. He took Jalen Polk too, by the way. All right, round 19, we are up. Do we have any starred players left? We have Christian Watson. Do you just want to take him here and not sweat it out?
Why not?
Okay.
What are the worst that could happen?
Yeah, exactly. So we got we have one more pick to make. Daniel Jones still here?
Oh my god!
I'd say Daniel Jones or NWI.
Yeah, NWI.
I would agree with either one of those.
Winston's there too.
Jameis
Winston. I feel like Daniel Jones's path to starting is easier. You know, like the Colts are not going to draft the quarterback in rounds 1 or 2, whereas the Giants could. Never mind, Daniel Jones just went. So we could take NWI. We could take there's Zach Moss if Chase Brown goes down. He might do something. There's Lloyd. We're talking about Lloyd. So what do you
Who's
guys think?
the starting running back in Pittsburgh? That says Gainwell's available.
Jalen Warren. Yeah, I feel like they're going to draft the running back with Gainwell still there. So what are you thinking here? Westbrook or Gainwell or who else? With 7 seconds.
All right, Westbrook for me.
I would say Winston.
Okay. Yeah, we had 3 seconds left. So, all right. So, okay, we have 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 8 receivers, 3 tight ends. That's I like that setup. Lambert Smith just went. All right. So, looking at our team, to recap, we have 5 number 1 receivers: Collins, McConkey, Evans, Olave, and Shakir. I think that's pretty good. We stacked McConkey with Herbert. We stacked Collins with Stroud, and we stacked Olave with Carr. Our tight ends are not great, but I think solid. Kraft, Likely, and then Schultz. That's another stack with Nico. I start with Stroud. And then our running backs are James Cook, James Conner, DeAndre Swift, Garendo, Algier, and then Elijah Mitchell. So if it doesn't look, running backs don't look great, but like if Bijan goes down, like Algier is suddenly a premium player on our team. If McCaffrey goes down, Garendo is suddenly a premium player. And Swift could do some well in Ben Johnson's offense. We have Connor, who's always solid. James Cook is explosive. So I like this team. How do you think we did, guys?
I think we did excellent. I mean, we definitely hit like some really good like ceiling players in the first like 5, 6, 7 rounds.
Yeah, I called it, by the way. The Detroit guy took Tim Patrick. No, because how do you think we did?
Oh, he might be in the bathroom or something.
Oh, did he? Oh, he left. Never mind. I should have looked at the screen. So that's funny. He ended up
No,
with.
I'm back.
Yeah, yeah.
And no, I love the picks. I think we did great. And I think you have a lot of high ceiling, high floor, low ceiling guys. Because I think there's some guys some weeks are going to be terrible, but I think also like especially with the backup running backs, like somebody gets hurt, like we've seen McCaffrey get hurt, we've seen so many others get hurt, where it's like, oh my god, we have the number one running back, and now they're just going to go buck wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like I honestly don't think you could have done better.
Yeah, I like our team a lot. I think this is a team that can contend if we have good injury luck. So, yeah, I mean, I love doing these best ball drafts. I always say that like it's better to do them at night because they take longer to load up, and some people might just be just asleep. Like I've actually done that. I've like I signed up for draft and like it was like like an hour and a half later, it still wouldn't load. I like nodded off, and then I woke up, and it's like round 7. I'm like, oh crap! I just slept through the first 6 rounds. I feel like a lot of people do that. Chris says surprised he didn't take Hendon Hooker. Yeah, he ruined his team with that. It's funny that I call the Tim Patrick. It's kind of an easy call, but like not an impressive prediction, but that's pretty funny. So yeah, I don't quite know what this low for sure guy was thinking here with 5 tight ends, 4 quarterbacks. Feels like he did not draft well, but I mean, there's some other good teams. All right, so anyway, yeah, do you guys want to talk about anything else? Like obviously the Masters, we talked about the Masters yesterday. Has like you guys have any new leans for betting or any new DFS insights or like where are you guys going?
I've increased my exposure across the board. I mean, I've seen a lot of drops in the betting market. I mean, Henley last night was 55 to 1. He's down to 35 to 1 now. Sep, like I mentioned on the stream the other night, he's gone down. I just think people are really kind of spraying and praying and hoping. I mean, I have a ton of top 20s right now. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay. I should know before you get what?
I hit something big and I didn't realize I did
it. What was it?
There's an extra 2K in my account right now.
Ooh.
Do you even know what it is?
It's Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard, nice.
Having because every Celtic got ruled out.
Yes.
So I grabbed Peyton Pritchard assists everywhere from 6 assists all the way up to 12.
Nice.
I missed 12. I got 10, but I got 10 at plus 130 to 1.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was a good night. Anyway, so I've kind of gone a little crazy on my exposure. Like I grabbed Bobby Mack to win this, Russell Henley. I've grabbed JJ Spawn to win it because he's made me so much money this year.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson. I mean, everybody that basically listed it for the 18 T to green.
Yeah,
Stat that was there.
Before you came on, before we started recording, I noted that I listened to what you said and I made that my core too. So I like that. That's a good call.
Do you want to know who the live golfer that's drifted the most?
Drifted? What do you mean drifted?
So it just his odds is just really drifted throughout the week.
Is it the opposite of being tipped or?
No, it was like, yeah, basically.
Okay.
I mean, guys, Hatton.
No, but he is kind of drifting.
Is it the Shambo?
No.
I don't know.
Dustin Johnson.
In a
Well, I mean, why would
positive or negative way?
Like
it's went up?
Off of him.
Like, yeah, no one's betting him. Yeah.
Well,
Like-
I'm not surprised there. He doesn't care anymore. Brooks looked like he kind of cared in the par 3, especially when he hit the hole in one. Rory actually looked the most into it, like especially when you saw his daughter hit the ball on 16, and he just barely moved, and you're like, "There's no way this ball's going in," and it went in. And I'm kind of like, "Oh shit, Rory's gonna complete the career Grand Slam and win this effing thing."
He is.
And I'm
I
pissed, and I'm
decided,
pissed.
yeah,
I only have it at plus 650 right now.
I decided to, you know how you have to decide between Scheffler and Rory, or neither. In my single entry, I went with Rory just because it's just such a better build with Rory. Like
It
Scheffler's tough. Like,
is.
yeah, it's tough because it's so
It's.
much more expensive.
I love Scotty. I respect Scotty. But again, data doesn't lie. And you're telling me there's never been a repeat champion of the Masters. Yes, people have won multiple Masters, but never has anyone won back to back.
Mhm.
So I just don't see it. Like, Scotty, you're probably going to finish top 7, and that's going to be great. But how does that win me a huge GPP for $1 million? I don't see
Wait,
it.
at his price, you have to win. If you get second,
Yes,
you're not winning.
100%.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you can
you
always
saw
just hedge.
last
Like
year.
if you don't have Scheffler, if you don't have him highly owned, you could just bet him to hedge it. You know,
Whoa. Scotty's gone up in
just
term
to
of
hedge
winning. He
it.
was plus 250 last night. He's plus 450 tonight
250 to do what?
to win.
He was plus 450 yesterday.
He's plus 450 right now.
Yeah. I bet him at plus 475 a bookmaker.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
bet
not
him.
crazy.
Yeah. I bet him yesterday plus 450 a bookmaker. 475 bookmaker. Right now a bookmaker he is plus 475 still. Rory's still plus 750 on bookmaker. So yeah, it looks like nothing moved on bookmaker as far as I can tell.
Yes. So I got Rory, I got Bobby Mack, I got Russell Henley, JJ Spawn, Bryson first round leader. His history is too good to ignore. Sep, and that's it for outright winners.
Mhm.
Those are my 6.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. By the way, I put this on the screen because you just said Pritchard. I have his so rare card. I can't play.
Pritchard,
I
10
can't play.
assists tonight at plus 1200.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
Well, that's because everyone got ruled out, and I grabbed it so early, and when you went back, it was like plus 500.
Yeah.
I mean, it was stupid, the odds. But the minute everyone got ruled out, like Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, I was like, Peyton Pritchard, the only guy who could do it. And I'm lucky because he got 2 quick fouls in the first half, and he only had 4 assists. And I was like, "Ah, shit, I'm screwed." And I
Mhm.
parlayed it with a bunch of rebounds too, because he's had a triple double. Um, and luckily, because I had the single bets, it covered the losses and then some of the parlay bets. So
Okay.
by Pritchard hitting the 8 rebound mark and the 10 rebound mark, I made a ton of money, so I couldn't complain.
That's awesome. Yeah. Speaking of money, but not the other way, I bet the Suns tonight at plus 9 or whatever they were, maybe 9.5, and they had a big lead, and then now they don't have a big lead. They're down by 12 entering the fourth quarter. Plus
Yeah,
nine, plus 9.5.
I had the Celtics plus 9, and I lost that one too. So I feel your
Yeah,
pain.
we'll see. Well, maybe they can mount a comeback. There's the Thunder is sitting everyone except for Jalen Williams. I don't know why he's playing, but they had the tough game against the Lakers last night, so I assume they're going to sit everyone, and I was almost right, but for some reason the Suns just can't beat the backups, which is pretty pathetic. I know Durant's out, but still, you'd think they'd be able to contend. Chris asking, can you look at NBA futures? Why the Rockets are 70-1 as the 2 seed in the West? I get they're unlikely to get past OKC, but good number to hedge it with if they reach the West Conference Finals. Chris says Suns outscored 43-36, 26 in the third quarter. Chet is also playing. Oh yeah, Chet Holmgren is playing too. That's true. So yeah, it was just him and Jalen Williams, and Alex Caruso, I guess. But like,
So in a weird world, I see Ime Udoka versus Joe Mazzulla for the title. I see Houston versus Boston for the title.
oh yeah,
And I think that is the most profitable matchup you're going to get because everyone thinks Boston's going to win this thing. Yeah, OKC's had a great year,
yeah.
but every time the Celtics has faced OKC, it's never been a full team. They've never been fully healthy. They either
Mhm.
missed Porzingis or they're missing White or they're missing whoever. Um, I think the Rockets are a good bet to come out of the West. Are they going to win it? No.
Right. If you have a 90-1 ticket on the team in the finals, like that's an easy hedge.
But you cash that crap out when you go down 1-0. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you
I
just
mean,
keep
what's
betting Boston
conference?
money lines.
Yeah, what's conference money line?
Conference is
Where are they?
Houston's 25-1
Oh, see, I take that in a heartbeat.
over the
Like,
90-1 to win the finals.
oh hell yeah!
Really?
Like I think Houston come out of the West. I honestly do. Like it takes one injury or two. I don't think Golden State's got it this year. They just seem old and tired. The Lakers, whatever. LeBron and Luca, you still don't have a center. You still can't rebound. The Nuggets are like in super flux right now because they just fired Malone, like which makes zero sense to me.
Why would you fire him like now? Like, what are they doing on it?
Honestly, like they said, everything I've read, whether good or bad, is like Malone wants to play the veterans and the GM wanted to play the kids. And then the GM traded or didn't re-sign the veterans. So Malone was forced to play the kids. And Malone didn't like that. So the owner said, F you to both of you, get out. So because the GM was looking for a contract extension, Malone, I think, was locked up for another 2 or 3 years post the championship. But I guess it's one of those things of like, if you're gonna blow up everybody. Like just blow it all out and bring in a brand new GM and a brand new coach who can do it. Is this coach the right guy? I have zero clue. But when it comes to nut cutting time in the playoffs, I don't know if I can trust Denver right now. Like I know Jokic is like Superman at 7'2". Like he's just ridiculous. I mean, how he had a triple double in 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter got another triple double. Like the stuff he does is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It so that's where I kind of go like Jokic doesn't have a Luka to rely on. He's got Jamal Murray, and Jamal isn't exactly a Luka. So I kind of I see the Nuggets get to the Lakers, and then the Lakers beat them, and then I see Houston with their just suffocating defense destroy the Lakers, just like the Celtics did with the Mavericks last year. I mean, defense wins championships.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. What do you think about Minnesota? They play good defense too, and Anthony Edwards is just elevated.
They do, but like Rudy Gobert and Ant, like who else is going to defend? Like I don't see it. Like
well, no, I
they'll
mean
get
they have a good defense, but like, I mean Joyce
they'll
Randle
get to the
too.
second round, but I don't see them getting past that. Like they're not. If they make the Western Conference Finals, that'd be an achievement for them. But they're not getting past that. Like whoever, yeah, it's gonna be OKC and it's gonna be Houston in the Western Conference Finals. Like I could book a.
I think I bet Minnesota to win the championship. I think it was like 60-1 or something, 70-1.
That's a good
whatever,
bet at the time.
Whatever it was, 70-1. Yeah, I think that's interesting. Rockets at 90-1 is really interesting. Like I personally take that over the 25-1 because you can hedge out very easily in the finals.
Oh,
like,
100%. If they make the finals, you cash out right there.
you just got. I would try. I would just bet Celtics money line.
Oh yeah,
Right?
as the reverse
Or
hedge, absolutely.
Or you know what? What even better? What you do is, I think it's a little riskier, but you try like you kind of go into game one and you hope that Houston goes up, and then you
And
bet like
steals one. Yeah.
and then you well, not even steals one, but like yeah, it could be that case too. Like you can also hedge that way. But if the Rockets go up like 30-18 and like this at the end of the first quarter or something, like you can just bet Celtics plus 6.5 or 6, and then you can win both ways. Like you can like the Celtics win by like 1 to 6 points, or no, sorry, if the Rockets win by 1 to 6 points, you win both ways, sort of. Like you can just slide bet it that way too. Like there's a lot of ways you can do it. It's kind of what I did for the Super Bowl, because I had a huge bet on the Eagles to win the Super Bowl before the season started. And when the Eagles went up, I bet the Chiefs to plus 7.5. I'm like, like I feel like there's a good chance of middle. And it didn't work out, but
You didn't bet for a touchdown by. You didn't see my plus 4,000, did you?
no, I didn't.
For Shipley to bring it back.
That was insane.
I was like, oh, I got that.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had
Anyway.
some we had some fun bets. But
The Nuggets should have fired Westbrook. Hey, hold on. A, I'm Nuggets. B, so
it's true.
refer to the Denver Nuggets, not me. And yes, Westbrook sucks. And he needs to be fired into the sun because he's absolutely horrible.
Sorry.
But he is a triple double machine. I can't.
Yeah. If he starts, he probably just bet the triple double all the time.
Yeah. I mean, and he's got a better triple double numbers than he's got more profitable triple double numbers than Jokic, because Jokic at this rate is literally a triple double machine, and he's almost like plus 100 every night, which is just insane. Like I've never seen that in the entire history of the NBA.
Yeah, Westbrook had some of the dumbest plays I've ever seen from a basketball player in that Minnesota overtime game. Did you watch that double overtime game? Did you see that
Oh my
one?
God.
He I could say I tweeted out, I was like, Westbrook just made the dumbest play I've ever seen, and I almost like retweeted. I'm like, you could say that about 3 plays he's made in these double overtimes. Like it's just
100%.
Yeah, such a low IQ basketball player. He's so talented, but I mean now he's old.
Yeah.
But, I mean he's just like brain dead sometimes. Like what are you doing?
Does Westbrook have a ring? I don't think he does.
I don't know. I mean, luckily we have AI.
We have one with OKC.
No,
Does Russell Westbrook have a ring? No, Russell Westbrook does not have an NBA championship ring. He's never won an NBA.
He's a moron. Like he's the Tyreek Hill of the NBA.
Yeah.
Just minus the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. The 2045 NFL draft's gonna be loaded with all the Tyreek Hill's kids.
You mean this? Yeah. Oh, he should go to the Mavs? Yeah, that ain't happening. You know what's gonna happen? Jokic's gonna get traded to the Lakers, and it's gonna be LeBron, Luka, and Jokic for 1 year on the Lakers, and they're gonna crush everybody.
That's funny.
Like I honestly feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be sick and disgusting, but I'm gonna watch every minute of it because it will every team out, and the Celtics don't have an answer.
Yep.
And I'm gonna love it. I want that rivalry back, and I'm gonna be like, yep, yeah, they got the 3 best players, and we have 2. That doesn't mean we're gonna win.
Yeah. Is Houston 90-1 the best long shot here? Because there's
honestly, well, I mean, because now that the Bucks lost Leonard, God, Lillard. On his name. Lillard, yeah, that's gone.
Is he not coming back?
No, he's gone. He's gone for the season. Blood clot. He's gone.
Oh, okay.
The Lakers are awful. The Clippers have no shot. Honestly, given this bottom pool of teams, Yeah, I think the Rockets, with the continuity of coaching and their players, have the best shot. Like
Yeah,
you want
I
to throw 10
googled. I
bucks
got
on
you.
it or 20 bucks on it. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Hell, I might join you. Actually, correction, I am gonna join you because I don't think I think the Celtics are literally like what? Okay, so the Celtics are playing against Sacramento, and the radio announcers were like literally like dying because Jason Tatum twisted an ankle, like against
Yeah.
Sacramento. And this was all public news because like Sabonis even had to apologize because I made him twist his ankle. I'm like, dude, it happens. That's life. But this is the
Yep.
like AAU bullshit we have to deal with. Um, and I was like, Sean Grandy, the play-by-play of the Celtics, if you pull the audio, he's like, "Oh my God, the Celtics banner 19 just died. Oh my God, the Celtics we're gonna die." Like I was like, it's a twisted ankle. It was literally like the equivalent of like Paul Pierce like being like carried off the court
Yeah.
during the finals and had to be put in a wheelchair. Like that's what it was to Grandy. And then like literally his next game, he's like, "Well, it's so good that Tatum's okay." And I'm like, "You guys are such dicks." And that's why I kind of go like, if that's what the Celtics announcers feel like of how fragile the Celtics team is, a team that's like battle tested like the Rockets,
Yeah.
I like, because Ime Udoka knows the Celtics. He knows their weak points. He coached them. He's pissed that all the BS that came out, which turned out to be a nothing burger about the sexual harassment of like a Celtics employee and all this bullshit, has all died.
Hmm.
Ime had to rebuild his life and pick and get hired by the Rockets and then build this team from the ground up. If anybody has more motivation to beat the Celtics, it's the Rockets. Like, uh, shit, man. Can I take out a second mortgage to bet the Rockets? Like, I'm honestly considering it because I just think the Rockets have such young players that literally do not give an F. Sengun is a legit first team NBA player. Like, he's a double double machine. He's not on tier Jokic yet because he
Hmm.
doesn't have the good quality shooters around him for assists, but he's always racking up the stats. Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, not so much. Jabari is ridiculous. I Houston's got a chance. I'm not saying it's like 100%, but I'm saying like flip a coin. Houston could pull this off.
Yeah. They could. I do like Minnesota as well. I mean, they made some noise last year. They had Denver's number. Denver cannot beat Minnesota. It's kind of crazy. Like Minnesota's missing two players.
Holy crap!
What's that?
Just for education, on Caesar's book,
Yeah.
Houston's plus 6,000, not plus 9,000.
You just got to shop around. Like that's crazy. That's a crazy difference.
100%. I
Yeah.
mean, what's Houston's to make it to the Western Conference Finals or to win the Western Conference Finals?
25-1.
Yeah, they got 22-1 here.
Yeah, it makes sense. It'd be a little worse. Let's see what they are on DraftKings. Because you should always look.
Yeah, I got it on Caesars, but I'm hopping over DK right now.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go home. If it lets us. There we go. NBA. Where are we? NBA.
Conference winners, Western Conference, Houston's 25-1
On DraftKings?
on DraftKings. To
Okay,
win
you got
it,
it. Okay.
to win it, they're 90-1.
Okay, same then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 90-1, same. Minnesota a little worse here, 60-1. we talked about the Bucks before. Not that we want to bet them, but it's 120 to 1 here instead of 200 to 1. That's an insane difference too. Yeah, it looks like everything is pretty much like Cleveland's plus 650 here instead of plus 500. I don't. Not that I like them. I just want to point them out. There's a big difference. Denver's 18 to 1 here. On FanDuel, they're 30 to 1. Not that it's not a team that I really want to bet on, even though I did earlier because I thought like Jokic. I think I'm like 20 to 1. I'm like Jokic is like best player, but given that they fired their coach, I kind of like regret that bet. But I do like your Houston call. Like Chris pointed out, and then like we talked about Houston. So I think either Houston or Minnesota makes sense. It's like a long shot to bet here.
I would agree. 100%. I sign off.
Okay. Chris asked him about the Cavs. The Cavs have any chance of reaching the finals, 34-6 record at home. Can't see them losing prior to the Eastern Conference Final. Yeah, it's going to be Boston, Cleveland, unless like they suffer an injury, right? And then, I mean, yeah. Look, if Tatum goes down, you talked about it before. Cleveland could take it. By the way, Nuggets, when you were saying that, like, we talked about the announcers, that really reminded me of my son, who's 3. Like he's like the other day, he's like, Mommy, if I don't have my tablet, I'm gonna die. And like it sounds like the announcers. If Tatum's not going around, we're gonna die. Like it's just,
oh my God, Tatum Rose ankle. Oh, we're 19
right.
better. No, next year. I mean, Sean Grandy and Cedric Maxwell might be the weirdest odd couple in play-by-play announcing history when it comes to the NBA.
Yeah.
Because then Cedric goes, well, I'm just gonna have my Cheetos and just watch. I was like, what the hell?
Cavs versus Lakers finals, Chris is saying. LeBron loses to his old team, game 7. His former home floor after Bronny hits him with a chair and joins the WNBA.
Bronny's down in the G League. He ain't even on the roster. So
yeah,
I get what you're saying, but like, and in that scenario, sorry, Cavs win. Like
the Lakers,
Lakers don't have a big man.
They would out rebound the Lakers insanely with the
big
guys,
between
Allen and
Mobley and Allen, like 2 bigs. Like you don't have. Maybe if you didn't trade for Anthony Davis for Luka, maybe have a shot, but no.
Yeah, it just gives them more upside for the long term. I don't see them winning this year. Chris says also, Walt, is it true China plans on responding to the new tariffs by putting worse fortunes in their cookies? Yeah, everyone,
I mean, all my fortunes come from America. So
yeah, fortunes to be like walk into the fire, jump off a building. It's like
literally.
Your lucky numbers are 8675309.
I was gonna say your lucky numbers are 666
and 69.
69, yeah, exactly. Anything else here? Any hockey long futures that you're in on?
Hockey, honestly, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I bet the Stars right before the trade. I bet the Avalanche. I think the Capitals have a good shot. I'm not gonna lie. Tampa Bay is interesting. But the team is kind of a dark horse that I just bet is St. Louis.
Oh yeah,
they've been on a tear. They've been beating up on good teams. Binnington was the winning goaltender for Canada in the Four Nations.
Mm-hmm.
They've just been destroying teams. Like tonight's like the best example of how they've been doing because right now they're 2-2 versus Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, St. Louis to me is the dark horse. Like I've already bet them to win the Western Conference. I've already bet them to win the Stanley Cup. Their coach has been awesome this year with Jim Montgomery, former Bruins coach, who got fired in the middle of this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just gone on a crazy ass tear. Like I hate to. I gotta pull it up now.
Yeah, 9-1 in the last 10. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've just been insane, and how do you say no to that? Um, Especially at such a discounted number plus 6,000. Like, I think Ottawa hasn't a shot. I think the Wild could meet the St. Louis Blues in the Western Conference Finals. The Wild are the best um, team in the NHL away from their home arena. Like, it's insane. Like, they literally lost like one game away from their home rink all year,
Wow.
which is just nuts when you think about it. When you play when you play an 82 game schedule, the Red Wings, I have no interest in. Neither do I have the Canucks. Montreal, okay. So Montreal's on a 6 game winning streak. They're in the wild card too. Like, I'm playing them in DFS like crazy because they've just gone on a crazy ass tear. Same with Ottawa.
Mhm.
So those two teams I really like. I don't think they're going to pass the first round, but to get to the second round, their numbers are interesting. Um, I think Lane Hudson is going to win the Calder Trophy, which is Rookie of the Year.
Mhm.
And he's a defenseman for Montreal. Carolina, they're so freaking weird in Carolina. They're so sporadic in their goal scoring. The Panthers, I'm hesitant to touch only because I know the injuries to Bennett and Kachuk. They say they're going to be back, but are they really back? I mean, Bergeron in the 2013 Cup run played with a punctured lung, and they said he's going to be fine, but he played with a punctured lung. Like, so I don't know how bad the Kachuk and Bennett injuries are. Um, The Canucks are freaking. Oh, I bet that actually, Chris. I actually have proof that I bet that. Because I said, "Oh my God, the Canucks actually win this game," and I bet it at plus 380, and I hit it.
Nice.
I should probably pull it up because I sent it to freaking one of the sites. So I actually bet that last night, and everyone's like, "No, you didn't." Yes, I did because I'm crazy.
Chris says
Because I
Blues are
said,
12-1 in the less 13. Yeah, I was looking at the NHL.com standings. Says also outstanding hit. Was hoping someone got that. That's awesome. I currently have bets on Washington at
"Yeah,
17 to
here it
1.
is.
Got
Here it is. My Oh, damn it! I can't even show it. Damn it!
it.
It's Vancouver plus 380. And the game started at 8:07. I bet it at 10:05. And it was plus 380, and I made $72 on it. Wasn't the best investment, but I was like, if they're gonna pull this off, God bless them. Because they just look like the team in charge. I mean, and that's what I love about live betting is that, like, oh my God, this team's making a run. This team is in shambles. And especially when you have a goalie named DeShits in goal. Like, he literally pulled the Brown the shits move of the year, where he just totally screwed his team.
Nice.
So
Love it. Love it.
anyway,
Um,
yeah. Anytime the shits, oh sorry, the Smith plays, always bet the over because he shits himself.
Love it. I bet Washington when they were 17 to 1, they're down to 10 to 1. And I bet
I like
the
Washington.
one team you didn't mention, the number one seed in the West, Winnipeg. I bet them at 19 to 1.
See,
Now they're 10 to
Winnipeg
1.
to
Winnipeg.
me, okay. The problem I have with Winnipeg, they have the Vezina winner in Hellebuck. No arguments. The problem with Winnipeg is they only score on the power play. They never score 5-on-5. Like,
Okay.
look at all their stats, and you're like, why can't you guys score? And that's why I actually took the Stars because the Stars score regardless, and they're gonna be number one seed. Um, I think it's gonna be a Stars Kings Stanley Cup final, which is kind of boring, but that's what I'm thinking. In an ideal world, I would love like the Panthers versus the Blues in the Stanley Cup final.
Mhm.
Like, I think that would be a hard fought, like, gritty match. And I think the Blues would win it just because the Blues know everything about the Panthers. Like, it's one of those things of like, if you wanted some like poetic justice, like that's the kind of matchup I would love. Because Vegas is getting hurt. I mean, Eichel went out the other night and Hurdle's out. Who knows what's happening with Vegas? Their goaltending, because they had to bring in the backup goalie from frickin' New Jersey, who's terrible, Akira Schmid. Like Vegas's odds are way too high. That makes no sense to me. Colorado, I get, but at what point if they get Landeskog back? Because Landeskog just got loaned to the AHL on a reconditioning assignment. If they get Landeskog back, that could be something. Like now they have 4 lines of players. 'Cause think about it. They got McKinnon, they got Brock Nelson, they got Coyle, and they have a 4th line with Jack Drury. Jack Drury gets scratched in a heartbeat. Coyle might even get scratched in a heartbeat. You tell me you got McKinnon and Landeskog, and then Brock Nelson? I mean, like, I'm sorry, my 90-year-old self just died of a heart attack. Because like that's 3 lines you can throw at any team in the Western Conference, and you're like, holy F, we're screwed.
Yeah.
But that's if Landeskog is literally at 100%. But I mean, it's been 2 years. Like he won the title and then had to have like crazy ass surgeries and rehab, and he hasn't been back since. So that's where I'm kind of like, I want to see how the rehab assignment goes. But plus 850 is not a bad number, but it's kind of a skeptical number. So
Chris saying, hope a Canadian team finally wins this year, so Trump can invite them to the White House and then buy their country if they decline. I think I love how like that's the deciding factor. Is really like, oh, this team did not visit. They're the worst team ever. Going to buy Canada, 51st state. Like, I think that'd be the
cue the song. Cue the song. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man! All right, guys, we're at an hour and a half. My dog wants to go out. She's like pacing back and forth. So she's probably end this. So yeah, good luck to everyone betting the Masters and also the futures. The Houston Rockets, Nuggets brought up. St. Louis Blues 60-1 look good there. But as always, shop around. You might be able to find a 70-1 out there on St. Louis or something. So please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video. Visit the link in the description of the merch store. Butters and the Nuggets, anything on the way out? Any final thoughts? Anything you want to shout
out? Have fun with the Masters this week. I mean, it's always a fun week. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm hoping either Russ, Sepp, or Rory wins it. I'll put it that way. Those are my 3.
Rory. Yeah,
those are my 3 big wagers of the week: Russ, Henley, Sepp Straka, and Rory. So
yeah,
if one of them goes across the finish line, great. If not, ugh. But then again, I'm only putting 15 lineups in the 100, 15 lineups in the $10, and going from there.
Oh, we're close. I put 16 in the. I was actually going to put 15, but they gave me a free ticket for the $10 one. So I was like, okay, I'll just do 16. So it's funny that we're in the same like thought pattern there. I am betting Rory. I'm betting Scheffler. I'm betting Justin Thomas. I'm betting Joaquin Niemann. Those are my 4.
I full out faded Scotty.
In
all my
DFS
lineups.
or betting?
No. In DFS, I full out faded Scotty. Like I said, because to our point that the earlier of our conversation, Scotty has to win in order to pay off his price. And I even in second, he doesn't pay off his price. So I said, screw it. What's the point? I think Butters and I have been talking about this all year. I think Rory and Scotty have literally switched bodies. Like, the way that Rory's playing is it is comparable to Scheffler last year.
Yeah,
it's not 100%, but it's probably 80% comparable. And Scotty just, yeah, he had his celebration dinner, blah, blah, blah. But there's never been a repeat champion of the Masters. So Scotty even finished second doesn't help you, especially with the salary that's going to suck up, unless you literally nail the 7,000 range perfect, which if you're a 150 guy, maybe, but normal people, I don't see it.
Yeah, if Scotty's second, you have to all your other guys have to be top 10.
100%.
Yeah, that's very difficult to do. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm gonna have Scheffler in some lineups, just gonna force it in. I actually ran. I put in my projections. And I ran some lineups in the optimizer. They gave me no Scheffler, so I'm like, I think this is a sign that I should play some Scheffler, because like everyone's gonna use the optimizer, and they're not gonna get any Scheffler. I feel like given his price and Rory there, like I feel like he might be underowned, which is kind of crazy because Scheffler is usually overowned. But I
The
don't
other
know.
option is just skip both of them and start with Bryson.
Yeah, or someone else,
That's
or
gonna be my last
Orberg,
build.
Yeah, or Orberg, or Justin Thomas, or Neiman, or someone like that.
Oh, did you see Annie Agar? She's like, what do we call you? Oberg, Abarg? Like,
I feel like it
I
changes
tell
every
you,
time.
that chick is awesome. Like, she knows her stuff, whether it's football or golf. But like, she had like Dustin Johnson, she had Brooks, and like her being all those characters, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god. And then she brought up like Ludwig, and she's like, do you call you Aberg or Obarg or Abe? Like, it was hysterical. I couldn't stop laughing. That chick is just A, she's good looking, and B, she's just smart. Like,
Who is this?
oh, the woman who does the recap for all the NFL games, like NFL Week 1. Hold on, it's Annie Agar.
Annie Agar.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't think I've ever seen her before.
How are you not familiar with her and her game? Because she would be like right up your alley. Hold up. I'll put it into the chat for us.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
this chick's legit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. I've seen her videos. Yes. I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't
She's
think I ever knew her
ridiculous.
name. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but she's ridiculous. Like, oh
Okay.
crap. Did I just get my anytime goal scorer with Coronado? Ooh. Hold on. It moves a little.
Uh,
Oh shit.
what?
Yeah, boy.
Who'd you
Plus
get?
650. I got Coronado at
Oh,
plus
nice.
650.
Very nice.
I got
Um,
Coleman and a bunch others too, but that's a whole other story.
yeah, we did not get the Suns. Suns lost by 13. Those bums.
Oh shit. The Ducks just scored again. That's interesting. I didn't expect this game to go off. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Frankie Vetrano. I did bet Frankie Vetrano, Boston boy. Okay, so we're good. We're feeling this. We're feeling. Didn't matter who you picked in goalie in the late slate. You were scrizzled no matter what. Because both these goalies suck.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
you sounded like that one son from Succession. We were like, we're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
good. I'm good.
They
I'm the firstborn. Oh, mine.
I've gotten
Yeah,
I've gotten through the first season of that show. That's pretty good.
it's a great show. Great show. I think the final season they kind of jumped the shark a little bit, but
Holy
outside of that, it
crap.
was really good.
The Ducks scored again.
Oh my god. Chris says, how did the Warriors lose straight up as a 17.5-point favorite first round exit IMO?
Because the Warriors know how to screw up, and Steve Kerr doesn't know how to play his best player in the Olympics.
Yeah. They lost to the Spurs. Man, that's the other pick I was considering, like Spurs over the Warriors. That sucks because I took the Suns because like I really thought the Thunder were going to sit their starters, and they did for the most part. They played Williams and Holmgren, but they didn't play anyone else. and they were winning. Like I said, they're winning by like 9 points or 10 points, and they lost by 13. Those bums. Feels like the Suns have cost me more than any other team. The dog is going to pee on the floor. Yeah, she's actually under my desk. So we're good for a little bit, but yeah, I should probably get going. I should probably take her out. So
All right, roll out,
yeah,
and we'll catch up next week, and we'll go. Oh yeah, either I was 100% right or 100% wrong.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully, I hope someone in here wins a lot of money. Hopefully, all of us do, in some way or another, in for the Masters. So, all
I'll
right,
be
guys.
posting if I do. Believe me.
Well, I'll look out for it. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching and commenting. Really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. Special guests are going to do an NFL mock draft with this special guest, and Saturday we're going to have a show with Tom. So looking forward to all that. But yeah, once again, please hit like and subscribe, comment below, share this video.
Please do. Yes, Walter's
yes.
the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming on.
He puts up with me. That's a miracle.
No, you guys are the best. I love doing this show with you guys.
If I do go to the draft next week, then I might have to do this. Might have to do it live. We do it live.
Oh, crap! I might have to fly out to go to the draft just because you're there.
Still up in the air. Invitation's still there.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go to Aruba in like a month, so I don't know. Maybe I can get some freaking flyer miles. But anyway, go! Everybody, we gotta bail. So,
all right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Always fun. Have a good night, guys.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.